too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm off board for these. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. I'm trying to. Yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't got, you ain't go. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't got, you ain't go. Say less. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thoughts with the feeling when you ride it like a wave, crashing so the sparks can come together.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Buccaneers are top 10 in passing TDs. They go up against the Falcons defense that will need to be on its game.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's done. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They're going to look to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. He's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they try the right side here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
The first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Thompson. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Looking to throw on second down. Thompson. It's caught by Mike Evans. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This will be caught inside the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now Franks for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Thompson. On 1st and 10, Dixon complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Thompson to throw on 2nd down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's Thompson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 2nd and 10 now. Thompson now. Going to throw again. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Good.
Now Thompson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Thompson throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Thompson. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, Dixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw on 2nd down. Thompson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriots.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Brate has it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go. Green. No. Check.
To throw is Thompson on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go now.
Now Thompson looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle to Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Defense showing blitz.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Detroit. Detroit. Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
319 now, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Thompson on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And now it's second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Thompson now, throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Thompson from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Evans. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 32-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Thompson. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw on second down. Thompson, his throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Thompson. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down, it's Dixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Thompson, a dump off for Dixon. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to throw. Thompson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw is Thompson. To throw on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Thompson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Charles Sims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Hey, tight end's right. One tight end.
Now Thompson off the play fake. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
Back to throw. Thompson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And some room to work. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they give this time to the tailback. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Drops it underneath to Dixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Thompson throwing on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now let's go. Green. Over.
Looking to throw. Thompson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Thompson now looking to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Set. Blue landed. Blue gone.
Thompson on 1st and 10. Evans has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Now let's go. Gone. All right, here we go. Blue landed. Switch.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. All right, now. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue landed.
Right back to Dixon. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. To throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
No, check. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Black 99, Philly, here we go. Gone.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other
right?
sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Let's go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.